Just how much time will former President Zuma spend in jail? Well, according to some analysts, Zuma is unlikely to spend the full sentence behind bars. While in prison, Zuma can qualify for parole within a few months. He may also be considered for medical parole. The other option is for the early release of non-violent offenders in an effort to reduce overcrowding to minimize the spread of COVID-19.
So he could be released in a short period of time, and that could be considerably less than the period of 15 months that he has been sentenced to. So the issue of COVID-19 plays a role, the normal aspects of release on parole. There's also issue with regard to conversion of sentences.
Some legal experts agree that a presidential pardon is unlikely to be a successful route.
In terms of Section 84 of the Constitution, the President of the country has a discretion to pardon any person who has been convicted of a crime. The President can do it for any reason as long as it's not a corrupt or bad faith reason. But there is a process to be followed. This usually takes a year, maybe 2 years, before the President finally makes a decision on a pardon. Of course, if the same process is followed here, the former President would have served his entire term before a pardon would be possible.
DeForce says Zuma won't be stripped of his presidential benefits like his 3 million rand annual salary, but he will definitely not enjoy his blue light and the pose of the bodyguards until he is released.
Former President Zuma currently is not going to lose all his presidential benefits because he has been sentenced to a prison term. That is because the Constitution allows for a sitting president, when the president is impeached, to lose all their benefits. But former President Zuma is no longer a sitting president, and so the legislation that regulates the benefits that he receives will apply.
The Department of Correctional Services declined to comment until Zuma is processed into jail. Ulelani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.